Good morning, glorious souls. Today I will be running you through almost like a day in the life of Daniela, but I'm also showing you what it is that I consume on a daily basis when it comes to what I eat. I have been asked on several occasions to share this, and I've been a little bit hesitant because I don't want people necessarily mimicking what I do, because it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. We do need to take into consideration energy in versus energy out for a balanced lifestyle. But I thought I could provide some guidance around what it is that I do try to include in my diet and just my lifestyle on a daily basis. So come along for the adventure. I hope you enjoy the insight. I will always start my day with a warm glass of water and a decent squeeze of lemon. This really aids with just getting the digestive system moving in the morning, and it's really great to just rehydrate after a night's sleep. To start off the day, I'll be having a smoothie bowl, and I'll run you through all of the ingredients as I progress. To start off with, I'm placing 2 very large handfuls of spinach in my Ninja blender. Ripe frozen bananas, so before freezing I break them up into pieces and store them in the freezer. So generally about 3 pieces equates to 1 large banana. Next up, I'm using an avocado, and because it is a larger size, I'm only using a quarter of that into the smoothie. I'm using about a teaspoon of this mixed nut butter. Adding some protein into the mix. This is the Smooth Vanilla by Clean Lean protein, New Zest. It is one of my favorites. I'm very particular about flavored protein powders, and this one just has the balance right and no hidden sugars. So I'm gonna add probably about a half. Adding some whole body collagen now, and I'm only using about half a scoop. Up I have the raw Sea Pure natural coconut water. I sometimes use coconut milk or a just regular water. I just want to add a little bit to this mix to start it off with, because it is a smoothie bowl. We want it to be thicker in consistency. So if we add too much liquid, it's really hard to go back and make it thicker. So start off with a little bit and add as you progress. Combination of banana and avocado makes it really creamy, and then I add about half a cup of blueberries into mix to give it a bit more of an icy texture. Just to give you an insight into how thick this actually is. Next up, I'll be decorating with a little bit of paleo mix from Aldi Australia. I have cacao nibs and then a little bit of leftover hemp seeds just down the bottom there. If you are someone that's really tracking your calories, these toppings can certainly add to the calorie count. So probably lay off them or maybe choose a fruit instead. Here is the smoothie bowl, folks. I will be sitting down without any distractions, no phone, no TV, no nothing, and sitting down with my meal and taking my time to really eat. When we are eating, the first area that food is broken down is in the mouth. So the saliva contains amylase, which assists with breaking down carbohydrates. And as the digestive system progresses, there's different types of enzymes that assist with breaking down food. And if our body is in a flight or fight state or distracted, it takes away from the aspect that we are actually consuming food and needing to digest. So the blood flow is being diverted to the muscles if we're on the move, for example, rather than being diverted to the digestive system in order to be able to faster process the food that we are consuming. So there's a little handy tip for those of you out there. To wash my blender, I just add some warm water, put some soap in there, and then give it a spin. Let's talk supplements for a moment, and before I go on telling you what's here, please ensure that you're working with a healthcare professional to suit your needs. These suit my needs. This is fish oil, vitamin D, a very good probiotic, some zinc, and then I have NAC over here, which is a precursor for glutathione, which is an incredible antioxidant in the body and really assists with free radicals within the body and just detoxifying, and aids kidneys and liver, and is also really great for anyone that has chronic respiratory issues. But once again, please work with a trained medical professional. It's coffee time, folks, and given I can't hack caffeine anymore, it plays a huge role in my anxiety. I opt for a decaf, Swiss water decaf. It's the process that is used to decaffeinate coffee, because you can actually use chemicals to decaffeinate, but in this case they haven't. And this one here is from Duke's Coffee, I believe. So I'll be having a nice latte from this coffee machine over here. Mate, silk, not milk. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can get a pattern. Oh no, epic fail on the pattern front, but not a bad coffee. For a mid-morning snack, I'll be sharing half this coconut cacao rough bar with this gentleman. Do you want to take your half, mate?
Not a big half.
No, it is what it is. It is lunchtime, preparing some kale slaw. I have some roast pumpkin and sweet potato that's left over from last night, some sauerkraut, the unsalted organic butter. I've got 2 eggs from my mother-in-law's chickens, and some, what are they called? Tomatoes as well. Little trick to making the best scrambled eggs. Ensure your pan's nice and hot. And start to turn brown. There we go. We pour it in. Yum! And then quickly cook. I take it off the heat now. This literally took me probably about 5 minutes to prepare. So I've got the eggs, which I've scrambled, the kale slaw there, which I have placed a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar over the top, sauerkraut, really great probiotic, and that roast veg there. For our afternoon snack, I've just got some watermelon, which I'm serving up for Ahmed and I. Okie dokie, it is dinner time in our household. I have some romaine lettuce or cod lettuce, which I've washed. In the salad, I'll be placing some avocado, some tomato, cucumber, and some halloumi to top it, along with some roasted seeds. And I'll also be adding a warm component to the salad, which will be these roast veggies over here, a combination of potatoes that I've cut up, some carrot, and some Kent pumpkin as well. I've simply drizzled olive oil over that and also added a little bit of oregano, as you can see here. Camera won't focus, that's okay. And then I'll also be roasting a broccoli head along with some chickpeas that I'll be placing some of this Keen's curry powder through the chickpeas before placing them in the oven. But to get the process started, I will be placing that tray in the oven on 200 degrees Celsius fan force for 25 minutes. Add those chickpeas, which I've drained. I've also added 1 teaspoon of this Keen's curry powder. We'll add some olive oil to the mix and then mix the curry powder through, and then place these in for the remainder of the 10 minutes that everything will be cooking for. I've just made up that salad there, it's ready to go, and I'm just in the process of making a dressing. So I've got a dash of extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and tahini, and I'll whisk that up in this mug when I have both hands, and then place it over the salad. I thought I'd jump on here while all of that's in the oven and say, before I even hit record this morning, I had already completed my movement for the day and meditation as well. Meditation is a non-negotiable in my life. I am a person that is very prone to anxiety, and meditation just assists with bringing the baseline buzz that I just naturally have down a notch, so I feel like I'm more grounded and level-headed to actually tackle the day ahead. So there's that. Today I did a bit of Pilates, but I'll mix it up between yoga, sometimes some high intensity, but that's really touch and go for me, because high intensity is quite stressing on the body, and it can raise your cortisol levels. So for someone that already has really shocking adrenal stores, I've really had to kind of balance that out and really listen to my body. But each their own. Really just allow yourself to listen to what it is your body responds best to and what it needs. And lastly, another thing is that I do get 10,000 steps in daily. So I use my watch to track that, or the health app on the iPhone. But yeah, those are kind of my non-negotiables day to day. And I do try and eat well as much as possible. I do believe in a balanced diet. So, you know, if I'm craving that ice cream, I'm a sucker for ice cream. Mate, I'm gonna have it. So yeah, everything in moderation. And I feel the more you kind of restrict yourself, the more urge you have to binge or crave that thing, and you try satisfy in other ways that if you were just to go and have the ice cream or eat your cake, you would have been more satisfied than trying to fill that void, if that kind of makes sense. Anyway, I'll go back to cooking, but yeah, just wanted to leave you with that. And roasting some halloumi for the top of the salad, along with some pan roasted pepitas and sunflower seeds. This here is the final product, so that one's mine because I like mine mixed through, whereas Amit likes his compartmentalized. So we have the salad over this side with his carbohydrates and his protein / legumes over this side, sitting down to enjoy this meal together. For the leftover veggies, I've just placed them in the container. I'm gonna let that cool down before I put it into the fridge, but as you saw me make a salad this afternoon with like roast veggies, etc. that I just heat up, this will be my part of my lunch tomorrow. After dinner, we're going to enjoy a little bit of chamomile tea in a plunger, and I have 2 pieces of this 95% cacao from Lit, and feeling like a grandma and grandpa with this new plunger we got. I just turned the front camera on and realized I have chocolate all around my mouth, but I am officially signing off, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's experience. Please let me know below if you'd like to know any other things or require further clarification or would like to see a certain video on a particular topic. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you, and stay tuned. Oh, and make sure you subscribe, if you please, of course. Bye.